this, but the majority of your struggles are because of capitalism. Having to spend the majority of your life in forced labor because getting your physiological needs met is gate-kept behind a paywall is not how humans should be living their lives.
Humans really have to pay money to stay alive. We have to pay for food, we have to pay for water, we have to pay for shelter. The universe put us on Earth, a planet that has everything humans need to survive, and yet we've evolved to the point where we have to pay money to stay alive.
And we're working 40 to 60 hours a week, like on average, and we cannot afford to live. Like, we just do not make enough to pay rent, to pay for food. Everything is so expensive right now, and wages are not keeping up with the cost of living.
And I think to myself, is it depression or is it just the reality we're living in and accept?
There's just something very unnatural about being in this world. The fact that we have to pay to live, you know, pay to have health insurance, pay to eat and drink. Like, money is so fucking important. Why do we put so much power into a piece of paper and cotton?
Is it depression or is it the fact that our government is more aligned with corporate profit than human lives?
Our government keeps us in a perpetual cycle of struggling and suffering that most people can't even pay attention to anything outside of their own communities, let alone what is happening in the world.
Is it depression or is it the culture of our country that if you can't get ahead, you're just not working hard enough?
There is no reward for hardworking people anymore. I don't want to work anymore. Fuck it. What is the point? You cannot get ahead.
Is it depression or do I just need to work harder?
I have 3 jobs and I'm still fucking struggling, and I'm just getting myself farther and farther into credit card debt because I don't have enough to avoid using it. I feel like I'm drowning.
Is it depression or are we just being priced out of existence?
Food, water, housing, healthcare. Everyone should have access to them. Shouldn't matter your social economic class. Shouldn't matter your sex, gender, racial identity. They are basic human necessities. No one should go without.
So what is it? Is it depression or is it just living in America?
The correlation between the mental illness of our generation and how all of the mental illnesses that we experience are so intricately linked with capitalism. Are any of us actually mentally ill? But are any of us mentally ill?
Yeah.
Or are we just suffering under capitalism?
Right.